y'all, and welcome back to AAB TV, where you are here to enjoy me, Audrey B. And today, y'all, we're gonna get into a quick little review of the BET Awards 2022. Did y'all watch it? If y'all didn't, continue to watch the video so y'all can check out some of the highlights, right? Y'all ready? So, Culture's Biggest Night is what the hashtag was. That's what everybody kept saying. So, I've been watching every single year since the BET Awards started. 2022, this year they did all right. There was, some technical difficulties. Some people kind of, lost keys singing. Some people missed the cue to come out while doing performances. But all in all, I think everything ran smoothly. So we open up the show with Lizzo performing her song, About Damn Time. Y'all know the song, which like, in a minute, I'ma need us, in a minute, one minute, y'all know that song. And she starts out with her favorite instrument, the flute. She was given 1970s disco. It was a gold background. Y'all know I was living for that because gold is one of my favorite colors. So the vibes was very much disco. She had the plus size dancers. Then it was a dance break before she ended the performance, and she had some male plus size dancers out there, and they was killing it. Homegirl did. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to about Lizzo, but she's gonna perform. She's gonna put on a show, honey. She's gonna put on a show. So that was the opener. She did a dang thing. Lizzo is that chick. Lizzo is that girl. I love her. I mean, y'all can, like I said, y'all can say what y'all want to. She does too much, but it's all about being comfortable in y'all skin. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lizzo. Then we get another very grand entrance from the host, Taraji P. Henson, and she's got on a gold like sequence dress as well, giving very much Egyptian, giving very much royalty, kings and queens, melanin popping, which I saw on Twitter. Somebody said they were playing a game that every time they heard somebody say melanin, king, queen, they should take a shot, because it was a lot of that going on throughout the show. But she came out and she, like I said, she was giving very much Egyptian and like royalty. So it was the song that's very, very famous on TikTok. At the time, I didn't know the name of the artist that sang the song. They shot to the audience and they showed her. But I can't remember her name. But y'all, if y'all see it, y'all will recognize the song. It's like very, very soothing, very like relaxing. Can't think of the melody, but I'll try to find it and put it down there. So she came out to that. And like I said, she was, saying how beautiful everybody looked, how they looked like money, smell like money, how black people are royalty, and all of that. So then she ended up presenting the first presenter, which was Janelle Monáe, who she looked very, very beautiful. I can say that the fashion was on point. Everybody that came out looked very bronzy. The lighting was everything. Like Black people are so beautiful. But Janelle Monáe came out and she presented the first award of the night that we saw, which was the Best Female R&B Pop Artist category. And the winner for that was Jazmine Sullivan. So shout out to Jasmine. And another thing about Janelle Monáe, y'all know she's very much, for the LGBTQ plus community. So, and then a lot of the people were talking about the Roe versus Wade thing too. So there was, especially the women that were getting up there talking about it. And she said F the Supreme Court. And I was just like, oh, so we starting out like that. Yeah, so of course they blanked that out, but I was just like, that set the tone, because everybody went wild in the crowd. Then y'all went to commercial, came back, and then the second performance of the night was the hometown guy, one of the hometown guys here in the 502, aka Kentucky, aka Louisville, Kentucky. Jack Harlow put on for the city. He represented. He started with his song called what was the song called? Poison, featuring Lil Wayne. And then it cut to his song Glamorous, and he brought out Brandy Norwood, y'all. Brandy. And if y'all remember, like a month or so ago, I think that he, it went viral that he didn't know that Brandy and Ray J were sisters. And everybody was going crazy, like, how you gonna be a rapper that caters to the majority of black people and you don't know that Brandy and Ray J is related? A lot of people do not know that. They don't put two and two together, especially the generation that's younger than us. They know them for separate reasons. And so Brandy and him, well, she kind of made a little statement like you need to do your research, like you better know who I am, because everybody was making it seem like he didn't know her at all. That wasn't the case. He knew her, just didn't know that they were related. And so to kind of like do like a PR thing is what I'm taking it as. He brought her out for, I want to say, a remix to Glamorous, GLAM. She came out, she killed her little rap. I said, you better do it. You better do it, Brandy. And she looked good. Like, she's one of the people that don't age either. So everybody was like going off, because that was something that nobody was expecting. And they did that song. They did a really good job. So I guess that's gonna be the remix. Y'all looking forward to that? Like, it's gonna be fire. I loved it. So then we come back and it's Idris Elba, Will Packer, who are gonna be doing a movie together, or already have done a movie together called Beast. And they presented the award for Best New Artist, which was given to nobody other than Bellotto from Atlanta. She went up there and she looked so cute. She had her wedding wavy. She had these huge, at first I thought it was a part of her dress, but it was like these really huge hoops, and they was falling out. Homegirl was crying. She couldn't believe it. She was like, oh my God. I said I wasn't going to cry. I'm a boss. I don't cry. But she was very, very appreciative, very, very grateful. I'm very glad that she won, because she's been doing her thing for a minute. And so then after, they gave her speech, we get Tamar Braxton, and I think the girl's name is Soraya. And they are both on the show on BET Plus called Kingdom Business. And it's Soraya, I can't think of her real name, but she played somebody's girlfriend on Empire. But she's been doing her thing. She always keep a check. But they introduced the gospel performance. They got it right there in the beginning of the show, because as Tamar Braxton said, the ratchetness was going to continue. So out comes my fave, which I didn't even know they were going to be there. Y'all didn't even really remember that the BET Awards was coming on. I took an after church nap, and y'all know how fire those be. I woke up at like 6:30 and I was like, wait, the BET Awards come on tonight? And then from then on, I was hooked. But they introduced Maverick City, and y'all, I go up for Maverick City. Like, gospel music, praise and worship music is like one of my favorite genres of music. So Maverick City is like hands down my favorite. And they did a performance with Kirk Franklin, because as you all know, in case you didn't know, they are on tour right now. It's called the Kingdom Tour, and they also have an album out now called Kingdom with Kirk Franklin on there as well. And they performed the song Kingdom, and then they performed the song they performed that song with like a mix of melodies from heaven. Everybody seemed to, be feeling it or whatever. And then my girl Naomi, she went in, honey. She, how gospel singers do, how church folk do. Like, when you get that spirit, you don't want to let that song go. It was on her. And I was like, you better witness. You better witness, Naomi. That's what it's about. No matter where you are, no matter what crowd you are, everybody gonna go up for what they believe in. Everybody gonna go up for what they do. Naomi, you better witness that she did just that. And homegirl sings down. Chandler sings down. They all sing down. Like, I love Maverick City so much. Oh, I wish I could see them this week. They are gonna be in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, I wish I could see them. And then after that, y'all, you know that they give credit to the up-and-coming artists. They called it the Amplified Stage. And Neo presented the first performer named Gogo Moro, which she did really good. I'm not really familiar. If you all are or are not, y'all can look her up. and she sounded really good. She would kind of reminded me of, this, new age type of like R&B that everybody is used to now. But she's a very pretty girl. She can sing too. Let's talk about Marsai Martin. I don't know how she got this old so fast. I don't know, but she let everybody know that she's gonna be 18 in 50 days. We're 49 now. Homegirl is beautiful. Like, I'm so used to seeing her with them glasses and just, being a character, being goofy and silly, but she is beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. Cannot believe she's about to be 18. My gosh. And well, anyway, she came up, she presented the best collaboration, which went to Wizkid featuring Justin Bieber and Tim's for their song, I Need Some Answers. No. Y'all know that. It went up. It went up. TikTok, like, it was all over TikTok. And then there was like kind of like this, I don't know really why it was done, but like Taraji brought out Carl Payne, better known as Cole, from Martin and Debbie Allen, and they were doing this whole back and forth of Howard University and Hampton University and which one was HU and whatever. And basically, I'm guessing to promote the new show or the new rendition of College Hill coming out. And then they went right into a performance by Fireboy DML. Now, this is the start of me not really knowing anybody that was winning awards or performing. So just bear with me. Fireboy DML, he was like an Afro beats artist. And which I've heard the song before. It goes, ba-dum, ba-dum, the song's called Peru. He performed that song. He did a good job. And then the rapper or slash singer, y'all know Blue, he came out and presented the Solid Black Changemaker award, and he was joking saying that they gave him like one of the hardest things to read on the teleprompter, but he did a good job. And then it cut to commercial, y'all. Coming back through was Taraji and the comedian Miss Pat, who has a show on BET, and they were basically like just promoting the second season of the Miss Pat show. And they also introduced an artist named Doechii, and she performed a song called Persuasive, and I've never heard of her before, but she had everybody, like, they was playing into the audience and everybody's kind of rocking with her. Some of the things that she was doing, very animated, very like heavy metal type screaming and head knocking, but she but also giving very sexy, so she kind of, of course, took some stuff from like being so animated and body movements from like the Little Kims and Nicki Minaj's and all of that stuff. So everybody seemed to be feeling her. She did a good job. Like I said, I've never heard of her before, but the songs everybody seemed to know. And then also, y'all, do y'all watch the Miss Pat show? I never watched the show before. It's just not for me. It's not, but I know that a lot of people really like it. I know that she's a native of Atlanta. She's well known in the comedic arena, but congratulations to her for the second season. And then like I said, y'all, I don't be knowing all these people, but I do know Luke James, and I do know Kandi Burruss, because them two came out to present the Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspiration Award that went to none other than Kirk Franklin. And I knew that as soon as I saw him get up from his seat and he told Maverick City, well, what was it, 3 of them from Maverick City that were there, because it's a big group, that the ones that were there, he told them to come with them, and I said, he's about to do something, because they were in that category with him as well. But he basically went up to the stage and just told them, like, he's gotten awards, he's gotten the recognition, and a lot of times people who are in a position in music or in church that have held that position forever, never really want to pass the baton, don't want to step down and let the newer generation come through and get the accolades and the representation and the recognition and the love and the flowers that they deserve, because they want to hold, because the older people want to hold on to that power so long, which was a word. But he decided to give Maverick City, the new generation of gospel music, he decided to give his BT award to them, which I know they were very appreciative of. But it's also kind of like, that thing where you want to, you appreciate the fact that people want to recognize you and they do something nice for you. But I could tell from, or maybe it was just me looking at it that way, but kind of tell like they were just kind of like, oh, well, that's sweet, but they want to, how people want to get it themselves. They want to be recognized by their own doing and not get hand-me-downs. But I know that as Christians, we have to as people, regardless, we have to be grateful for the things. And I know that what he did, the sentiment was there. It was very, very nice. His intention was very, very good. I was hoping that they won, but I can also understand that they really are starting to become this big gospel name. And if you aren't familiar with them, I suggest that you go YouTube them or look them up on whatever streaming service that you have for music, because they are so good. I'm going to continue to like just give them their flowers, because they are changing the trajectory of worship music. And seeing and like I said, I wish I could go to their concert, but I was able to go to a Maverick City concert when they came here to Louisville, and it was awesome just to see all different types of people, all different type of races, young, old, in between, just praising God together, worshiping God together. The style of the music is just awesome. I love them so much. And so congratulations to Kirk, and congratulations to Maverick City for the Inspiration Award. And then we go to Taraji, who introduced another one of my favorites, Money Long. And she performed her hit Time Machine and Hours and Hours. And she had this like pretty like pink flowery like set, or people with the little flamingo feathers. And I saw this morning where they said that she got that idea from, it was like some performance back in the day, but she did good. She sang, it wasn't no tracks, none of that. She has vocals for days. I love listening to her, and her pen game is crazy. Like, I'm so glad that she's getting the recognition as a singer. But she done wrote some of y'all favorite songs, and she's been doing it for a long time. And like all the songs that I've recently listened to of hers, like I'm just like, she can write. She really can write, and she can sing down. Like, I love it. But one thing I want to know is if she's hiding a pregnancy. Now, it could just be the dress and the style, because it was sitting up kind of high, very ruffly. But I wasn't the only one who was asking that question. Who knows? Is she? Is she not? I don't know. But all I can say was she did an awesome job. And I just love hearing her voice. Like, she has a very, very beautiful voice. And just hearing her, I love what she does that. That's my favorite. I love when she does that. So then again, on the Amplified stage, there was a young guy that came up by the name of Jack Ross, a becoming artist, and it was like a special highlight performance before they cut to commercial, and he did an awesome job too. What y'all think about the performances so far? Let me know in the comments. Chance the Rapper, very, very, very lyrical content. He performed with Joey Badass. The Highs and Lows. I like that song. First time hearing it, I liked it. Then we get Carl Payne again, better known as Cole, and Tisha Campbell, better known as Gina, both from Martin. They presented the BET Her Award, and the nominees in that category were Alicia Keys, Jasmine Sullivan, Summer Walker, and Ari Lennox for a song that they have together. Doja Cat, Chloe, and did I say Mary J. Blige? If not, Mary J. Blige. And then Ari Lennox again for a song, Pressure. And the winner of that award was Mary J. Blige for Good Morning Gorgeous, and Auntie looked amazing as usual. Um, I love me some Mary J. She doesn't age either. She looks good. And then Ella Mai performed. She performed 2 or 3 songs. She performed DFMU. She brought out Babyface, and he was playing the piano, and they were singing their song called Keeps on Falling in Love. And then she performed with Roddy Ricch to perform their song called How, which I'm loving the evolution though in Ella Mai. Like, she's more known to like dress. Well, when she first came out, it was kind of like giving like 90s Bab, oversized clothes, tomboyish look, just the bun. But when I saw her on the red carpet before the awards, and then I saw, what she had on, I was like, okay, she had some little short dresses on. Like, she looked real cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. I'm loving this, like, grown and sexy Ella Mai. Like, I love it. And then after she performed, Eva Marcille presented the Best International Act, which we had nominees from the Congo, France, Nigeria, Brazil, UK, places like that. A lot of these people that I did not know, but one of them, and that I did know, who is from Nigeria, was Tems, and she won. She won the BET Best International Act Award. It was her first award of ever, even though in the beginning when the best collab was Wizkid and Tems and Justin Bieber, she came and accepted the award because neither one of them were there. But this was her personal award, and she was just saying that, she used to dream of days like this. And for the little girls in Nigeria who see her, look at it as a sign from God that you can be here too. You just got to keep perfecting your craft and working hard. And she's very pretty. I always wanted to know like what she looked like. Like I said, I don't be in the know, but I have heard of her. She's on a lot of features here lately. Her voice is beautiful. She's beautiful, and so congratulations to Tems. You deserve it, girlfriend. And then Irv Gotti comes out, talking his talk, making sure he plugs the BT original show Tales, which I didn't even think that they were still doing anymore, but he said it's coming back out, and they made sure that we saw the commercials. But he was up there basically just talking, kept the flow going. By this time, y'all, it was like after 10 o'clock, and there was so many more performances. There was a tribute still to come, and I was just like, goodness, I think it started at 8, and I had to pause it at the very, very beginning, so I was like probably about 5 or 6 minutes behind it, the actual live. So I was just like, oh my gosh, but they did a really good job with like the production and the performances, and like keeping everything flowing and going. At least to me, they did. But like I said at the beginning of the video, there was some, small hiccups with people walking in front of the teleprompter, having to roll the teleprompter back, because I know that Mary J. Blige told them to roll it back so that she could finish, her acceptance speech. But it was just, it is to be expected with live shows, but I give kudos to BET because they kept it moving. And then here comes Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya. They presented the Best Male R&B Pop Artist Award to The Weeknd. Now, I don't remember all of the people that were in that category with him, but y'all, is it just me? Or after artists get to a certain level, they just pay BET Awards dust? Like, and I know that some of them are working and on tour and overseas doing what they got to do. But I feel like, and I believe somebody said it in the show, that we don't have to keep on trying to get seats at award shows that really don't want us there. We have one for us. We have plenty. We got BET Awards. We got Soul Train Awards, NAACP Awards, Double, like all of those. Like, why is it that to me, like, artists that once they reach a certain level, they don't even show up no more? Like they always have somebody accepted for them, or it's just odd. It's just like, not necessarily that we made them, but it's just like, why do people do that? That is crazy to me, because it's like, at one point, like, the BET Awards was the only people that was giving you recognition, and now that you pop in, you forget about us. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like, to me, I don't feel like artists that, like I said, pay BET Awards does should be even included in the categories. If they show up, cool. If they support, cool. But it just made me feel some type of way. Like, don't do that. Don't sleep on the BET Awards like it's just nothing. And then you go to the Grammys, you always make sure you do that. No, the BET Awards is where we are celebrated 24/7. BET has always been part of the black community. So say what you want to, but at least they give us our flowers when we need it. So we need to, it to be reciprocated, people. Okay. So getting further into the show, we have Big Latto from Atlanta. She came out and she was a whole different person than from when she won the award, honey. She came out and she performed the song Boss B, and she came out, and her stage presence, her moving around, her dancing, all of it, it was she did a good job. And then she ended the performance with what's the song? Big Blank Energy. And y'all know that she sampled the song Sweet Fantasy from Mariah Carey back in the 90s. Which I already know, before people start to come for me, that Mariah Carey sampled that song from someone else too, but I can't remember what it was. But for those of 80s, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s babies, y'all will recognize that song from Sweet Fantasy featuring ODB, the remix. And speaking of Old Dirty Bastard, his son, Young Dirty Bastard, came out and, did that Joe New York in the house. And he did that before she started to rap. And then, y'all, another huge surprise, which just floored me, was that she had Mariah Carey, the GOAT, come out slowly, because she had to have somebody hold her hand, and then she just stood in one place. But at least she was there, always in this glamorous formal dresses, and hitting the notes and singing, making sure she didn't fall. And I said, I see you. Like, she's gonna get them coins, she's gonna perform, but she also knows, like, I can't do it like I used to. So she had somebody hold her hand, and she just stood there and sung, and just, again, the crowd goes wild. And they gave her literal flowers, and Latto, was like thanking her and all that stuff. Like, that was so dope. That's one person that I'm very glad to see, because she's been on a different level for a long time. But if she can take the time to show up, you other guys and gals can too. Don't be doing BET like it. All right, y'all. So towards the end of the show, we get the cast of the BET original show Sisters. They came to present Marsai Martin with the Young Star Award. Then, out of nowhere, we get Billy Porter and some familiar faces from Pose, and some familiar LGBTQ plus people, celebrities and influencers come through, and we had a mini ball in the middle of the BET Awards. It was dope to me. They had people in the signs, in the signs. They had people on the side holding up the signs, and Billy Porter, and I think it was somebody else out there that was like saying like, come walk for me, how they do at the balls. And I was just like, all right, like he said, they're here, they're queer, they're there. I ain't got nothing to say about it. It was dope. We all know that it's been like Pride Month, so they want to make sure that everybody's included. Keep your comments and your thoughts to yourself, because it's all about love over here on Authentically Audrey B TV. But they did that. That was dope. And then we had another person come out who, I think his name is Matthew Cherry, and he's the author of the book Hair Love, which I love that book so much. And he just basically came out and talked about the Crown Act, which we all know was put in place because we want to basically demolish the discrimination against our hair, black people's hair, brown people's hair, how it naturally grows out of our heads. And I want to take this time for anybody that's watching that is from Louisville or wherever you're watching from to go and search The Real Young Prodigies, Prodigiys. The Real Young Prodigies. They are a rap group of kids here in Louisville, and they helped with this song called Crown to pass the Crown Act, or get it, get it popping here in the city, to where now in Kentucky nobody can ban anybody for the way that their hair is. And one of the lyrics that they say in the song is, like my curls, my twists, my puffs, my braids, my bantu knots, my edges slayed, any style we gonna slay. You can look, but do not touch my crown, my crown, my crown. Love that song so much. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. Shout out to Matthew Cherry. Make sure y'all check out that book, Hair Love, as well. I love that book so much. So much. I love that book so much. But shout out to him for coming out, and to Tabitha Brown for the promotion video with Dub. I love her so much. And now, you guys, we are at the end of the show, where things get a little rocky. I think people are tired of sitting there, tired of sitting backstage. Everybody has been talking about it all night. We were excited to know that Sean P. Diddy, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Love Combs was going to be awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Award Show 2022. We were expecting to see our faves come through and shut it down. And if I'm being honest, I don't know about y'all, but the performance was kind of lackluster. And I'm not going to blame it on the actual performers. I'm going to say that they gave it their all. But it was a little off. You couldn't, when it first started, of course, they start with the performances, and it went from Uptown Records to when P. Diddy worked there. And then they had Jodeci perform. And first of all, you could barely hear them. Second of all, when it was JoJo's part, you couldn't hear him, and he was not, like, he wasn't keeping up with the backing track. But then he finally got on with it, and they performed what was that song? Come and Talk to Me. One of their popular songs. I can say though that they did sound better than I had heard recently or previously, in like while them being on tours and stuff like that. When Casey and JoJo was doing the harmonies on there, they sounded really, really good. But like I said, the mics could have been a little bit louder. Then while they still had the Uptown Records sign up there, Mary J. Blige came through with singing I'm Going Down. And y'all know she had the crowd rocking with that, just like Jodeci had the crowd rocking with Come and Talk to Me. And then it hit me, y'all. Mary J. Blige and KC used to date, and they had a very toxic relationship. So I wondered, like, how it was backstage, or like, do they acknowledge one another? Like, I don't know why that's something that I thought about, but I don't know, maybe they have made amends and we just don't know about it. But then Diddy came out, Diddy bopping as usual. And he had Shine come out, and he came to perform. I know that he's like a prime minister, or he's something in Belize. And he came out, kind of switched up the lyrics a little bit, but he performed that one song, Whoa, Whoa. That song, I don't know the name of the song, but y'all know that he performed that song. Then they started playing All About the Benjamins, and then the Locks came out, y'all. And then Little Kim came out, and she was singing a whole different part of the verse than the backing track. And Diddy was still on the side, because she kind of gave him this side eye, like, oh, shoot. And he kind of just, like, encouraging her, like, okay, we got this. Come on, do it. Because it was going by so fast. Like, he has worked with so many people that has so many hits that if they would have put every single thing or every single song that he's produced or been on, we would have still been there today. So, but in that point, I could see that she was kind of like ticked off that first of all, it wasn't where she started. But my whole thing, and a lot of people have been talking about it this morning, was that her body. And I'm not coming here to body shame, but Kim was so beautiful in the 90s. I'm pretty sure that she still is, but the things that I've seen, the performances that I've seen here recently, it looks so stiff, and it's like the hips don't match, and I'm just like, y'all, we gotta know how to love ourselves a lot more than we do, and not allow what culture deems as perfection with your body or with your skin tone or whatever to poison us, because she didn't look right to me. And I'm not gonna joke, I'm just gonna be honest. She didn't look right to me. The way that her like I said, the hips were compared to her thighs and her legs and her butt, it was just too much. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. But she went through her little 2-minute performance and then was off the stage. And then Busta Rhymes came out, and instead of singing Pass the Cup by CA, y'all know Diddy's gonna plug Ciroc, so they was like, pass the Ciroc this way, pass the Ciroc this way. And then he performed a new song that he has with Bryson Tiller, which went by so fast. And then Bryson, another 502 Louisville homeboy, like, he didn't even do anything. They cut to him and he was just dancing. So I'm like, what was your point of coming on stage? Like I said, this was going by so fast, but the performance was giving very much lackluster. And I was just like, this is it? Like, no Total, no Day 26, no Dirty Money, nothing. Nothing else. But I mean, word on the street is that he does his artists dirty. So they probably didn't want to be around him. No Mace, no nothing. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Then he came out again and they started playing I'll Be Missing You. Before that started, I mean, everybody was saying that the tears was flowing. I was moved, but not moved to tears, that he played a video about from his ex, Kim Porter, which you all know, the mother of some of his kids, and she passed away unexpectedly. But he played a video of her talking right before he started the song I'll Be Missing You. Then out comes Faith Evans with Maverick City. They done changed it to all black, had the all black glasses, and they was like kind of like all singing together as a choir. It was beautiful. Could have been a little bit better, but to me, like I said, it was just moving too fast, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? So then, after all of the performances was done, Babyface came out and was telling stories about how, you know, he was hearing about Puffy back in the day and how he met him and like the trips that they done went on and all of that stuff. But then, out of nowhere, he says, ladies and gentlemen, yay. And I'm like, are they playing? I know Kanye is not really here. Y'all, lo and behold, Mr. Kanye himself comes out. The crowd is going bananas. This man comes out dressed in all black. He has a face covering and then had the nerve to have glasses on as well. He comes out and just goes on a tangent about Diddy, goes on a tangent about himself, goes on a tangent about just so many things. And everybody, I'm in the middle of the thing about it was that he could not even breathe. I'm telling y'all, whole face covered. Look it up. I'm telling y'all, he was like, and like, I was like, you're gonna pass out. You keep talking, you're going to pass out, sir. Everybody knows who you are. Just take it off. Just take it off. But he stood there the entire time talking, barely able to breathe through the words, and called Diddy Love, which I didn't know that he changed his name to Love. I'm not into everybody's business like that. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. He didn't change his name so many times. I know him as Diddy. I'm gonna call him Diddy. Y'all, then they said Young Miami. You know, they go together real bad. Had a sign up in the front row talking about some Go Poppy. Like, I just, the celebrity stunts shows, like, it moves me, and then I just be like, why do we entertain this mess? But yeah, Kanye was very long-winded. Then Diddy came out giving props to his mama, Andre Harrell, Heavy D, Kim Porter, Biggie, all the ones that he lost. I mean, he was eating the moment up, which he deserves it. I'm not even gonna lie, because he's very instrumental in the music business. But it was like odd at the same time, because it was like he was very energetic. Well, Diddy has always been very energetic, but it was like a different type, and it was just kind of like, what are you doing? He, you know, kept saying he was long-winded as well, but, and then got to talking, you know, just super cocky, like, don't turn on the music, don't try to hurry up and rush me off the stage. If y'all gotta pay for commercials, I'll pay for it. I got the money. Just being real cocky. Then he'll go back into being this, like, we gotta love each other, y'all. We gotta do this, we gotta do this. Like, and then he turned into Sean Diddy Combs Luther King Jr. the third. Like, he talked about him having a dream that everybody would get together and be wealthy together, spend their money in black-owned businesses, support black people more than we do now. You know, just, it was just all over the place. And I'm literally looking at the screen like this. And then he'll say, okay, I'm done. And then he'll come back again with something else. And then he reminded me of, like, that drunk uncle that after a while you got to get your other uncles or your boy cousins to be like, all right, come on, walk it off. Because then he start running his mouth and talking cash crap. Like, he was like, I'm going to put $1 million on Jackson State University with Deion Sanders. I'm going to put $1 million down for Howard University, because that's where I'm from. And I was just like, I hope that he keeps his word. That's all I'm going to say. I hope that he keeps his word. And even still, y'all, the show was not over. I don't even know the award that happened, but y'all, Zendaya won it. I think that's the name that I heard. I was distracted. Then Chloe came out, killed it. She performed. Then Giveon, what's his name, y'all? He performed. His first song, Heartbreak Anniversary, when he was singing and trying to hit them falsetto notes, was not it. And he kept tapping the mic, like, what? Kept tapping his earpiece, like it was going to do something to his voice. But then he redeemed himself with his last song that he said was a new joint for everybody. And he had that, you know, deep, sultry voice. He did a good job. But that first one, I was just like, I mean, I'm talking about what has been going on lately with these artists and these voices. Like, what's going on? Then we had Sanaa that came out. She talked to us about a new movie that she's coming out, y'all. And by this time, it was 10 minutes to midnight, and I was through. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is taking forever. But she presented Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, aka Silk Sonic, with the Album of the Year award. And then we got to see a quick little promotion video of the celebrity edition of College Hill that BET is going to be doing on BET Plus. It's going to have Big Freedia and I think it's Lamar Odom and some other people on there. They're going to be going to college. It's another reality show. Whoop-de-doo. So if y'all going to be watching that, I don't know if I got BET Plus, but I don't know if I'm going to be watching it. And then we end the show. Taraji's thanking everybody, and they end the show with her song called Joy. And then it was over. So yeah, y'all, it was a lot in the hours that that we had with BET. But as to be expected, BET was BET. And we say every year that, you know, can it get any worse? Can it get any better? But I can say that I feel like they did a really good job. But again, little hiccups on, you know, here and there. But BT, y'all did y'all thing. And of course, I'm going to be watching next year. But until then, y'all remember to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about AAB TV, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.